Ooh, Hey everyone, it's Matt from Nerddom, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Sacramento, California. I'm currently on a business trip, but I really wanted to get this review out for the most anticipated project of early June. And that is, of course, Star Wars The Acolyte. Now, a lot of people are saying one thing, a lot of people are saying another thing. I have come to say another thing. We're going to give it a totally unbiased review. I'm going to give it a fair share. As a Star Wars fan since I was probably 5, we're going to see what it does. But before that, if you like my content, if you like what I do here, feel free to hit subscribe. Also, feel free to smash the like button. It really does help out the channel. All right, now I'm going to watch this. I'll see you on the other side. Godspeed. All right, here we go. Oh my god, okay. Whew. Alright, first episode done of Star Wars Acolyte, and some thoughts. By the way, definitely spoilers coming up, so be warned of that. Let's go over some good stuff. Fight scene was pretty good. For Disney, Star Wars sake, I'm still not sure how I feel about martial arts in Star Wars. We haven't really seen that, I don't think, before. So I'm all for new things, but I'm not sure about how the fight went down. Of course, I love how they brought in Carrie-Anne Moss for one episode. Who knows if we're going to have flashbacks to, you know, the plot points that they talked about in the series. But so far, she was in one scene, and then she was a part of all the marketing and stuff like that. I was trying to see if she was on the poster, but I wasn't sure if she was in the poster, actually. That was kind of funny how she was in the one scene. It's kind of explained away that she was one of the people that voted against our main character being apprentice, being a Padawan, because she was too old and she had too many connections and stuff. The aliens look pretty good. I'll give that a plus. The aliens, the set, and that bar scene looked kind of set-ish to me. It didn't feel like a lived-in world. It felt more like a movie set. But the aliens, the makeup, the prosthetics, that all look pretty good. The costumes, I know this is High Republic. Now, while I haven't read any of the High Republic stuff, I do know that they've changed, or they've done a little bit different of Jedi robes than the ones that we're used to, even with the Old Republic, which is kind of like, hey, we're changing our thing in the High Republic, but then we change back in the prequels? Not so sure. Another plus, I would say, is our main actress. I think she's doing a pretty good job. I don't like... There's some things that she's doing and saying that seems a little bit too much. Like when she wakes up, I mean, she's waking up from a dream, so I'm not really sure. A lot of these thoughts are going to be kind of really raw because I just finished watching. So I still don't know all the character names. So our main character, good twin? We could say good twin and bad twin. I thought there may be going different ways of, you know, thinking maybe they're playing with some time too, but I thought maybe they're going to go a little bit deeper of maybe her twin is like a part of her, like a, what do you call it? Like a dormant personality that kind of comes out. But then we see the evil twin at the end talking to Sith dude. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it could be just a fallen Jedi. It could just be an evil Jedi, because that happens too. But, you know, if we're trying to believe that everything is happening in chronological order, kind of, then we're led to believe that this is the evil twin or the bad twin talking to her master, her whatever. But it's still possible in my head that, yes, it could still be a twin. They kind of explain the entire mystery away if that is so. If so, God, is that really how you do a murder mystery? You solve it in the first episode, it's the evil twin. So I'm not sure what movie is kind of like that, where the killer has been with you the whole time and it's just their split personality per se because of their guilt of surviving a traumatic event. That's kind of where I'm feeling it's going. I could be completely wrong and it could be just really obvious. The CG looked pretty good. All the shots looked pretty good in CG until the ship crash landing on the ice planet. I thought that looked kind of... It didn't look pretty good. It didn't look really good. It kind of bounced weird. It felt kind of light. So I'm not sure if I bet they're just doing all of this in CG. And of course we know the budget was $180 million? $180 million. Wow, that almost seems small for shows and TV budgets nowadays, but that is twice as much as the Obi-Wan show got. So I can definitely see that in the first episode. There's a lot of CG. The sets feel kind of weird. It's not shot in a cinematic way. You know, it's not shot in a cinematic way. It doesn't feel grandiose to me. It feels very static. Feels very static. And for that kind of budget, man, you really need to make it like a movie. You really need to make it cinematic. Thought we were watching the prequels all of a sudden. Just kidding. I love the prequels. Chill. So if we're getting into the negatives, I will say again, like I talked about, the storyline so far is kind of, what's the point of a murder mystery if there's no mystery? That's my main issue. Second, some of the sets look kind of meh. We have to have a scene with the Jedi's shirt off. Is that supposed to be funny? Was that supposed to be a joke? Was he mid getting ready to go on this mission? Is he steaming his robe? That was a weird beat, and I think it was supposed to be a joke. I guess you saw a Jedi with the shirt off. Nice bod, bro. Nice bod. So far, the main Jedi Master, which is the dude from Squid Game, I believe, there seems to be something off with him. And I think that is what we're going to find out throughout the show, is he's maybe A, living with this guilt, B, he knows that she has a split personality. Still, my little headcanon, we're going to see in episode 2. And, or C, or 3, I'm not sure which way I don't know, there's something up with him. There's something up with him, for sure. I don't think he's telling the truth with all this stuff. And if you've seen the trailer, the little girl that says fire, is she seeing the fire a couple of hundred years in the future? Or is she seeing fire in our current time with the current master? The one who's like, I see fire. Yeah, I don't trust her either. I don't trust her. Another negative is the green lady's head. Her head, her makeup, prosthetic, does not look good. I feel like this. I'm watching it on an iPad, and it's not a new iPad. No offense, iPad, I love you. But I can tell the hairline and where her hair is and the prosthetic over it. Does not look good. Does not look good at all. Again, I have no love. I have no knowledge of who these characters are. I'm coming in completely dry, just like probably 90% of the Star Wars fans that are going to be watching this. I doubt many have gotten into the High Republic. So if you're starting off the show, you need to start on a high note, and I'm not sure if this is doing it, but let's get into episode 2 and see what my thoughts are over on the other side of that thing. I'm already out of it. So we have a Wookiee Jedi for the first time in live action. I know it's happened in the books, so pretty cool to see here. But man, the pacing was all off about that last scene. It's just like, hurry up, hurry up. We got 37 minutes. We have to do this. Actually, 32 minutes. It's wild to believe that there's going to be 8 episodes of each 30 minutes or so. And for the cost that they paid. Freaking crazy. So let's talk about the episode. Episode 2 of the Acolyte. Man. The part I will say is the fight again. And the one thing I didn't mention before in the episode 1, there's a couple things that I was thinking about while the episode was going for episode 1. First off, the very first fight that we see her trying to grab, I think she was trying to grab the Jedi's lightsaber. I'm not sure if she was trying to grab it to disarm the Jedi or if she was grabbing it to use the lightsaber. I do believe it is just to disarm them because she's kind of going through a gauntlet from her master. She has a different missions, different things to do to become whatever she's trying to become. And you see that here in this fight. Master Squid Game, mentions how she is not using a weapon, and then he disarms her, but at one point she does reach for the lightsaber again. And I thought, again, why is she reaching for the lightsaber? They slow down to kind of show you both times that she's reaching for it. So again, I think it's because she wants to disarm them. If she wanted a lightsaber to use, she would have stolen the very first Jedi's lightsaber who she killed, which I was like, grab the lightsaber. It makes it so obvious you need to grab the lightsaber. But since she is an acolyte, she is going through the motions. She's going through the trials, per se. This is probably the trials before her last step, even though she doesn't seem too evil yet, I guess. With her interactions with the bartender and stuff, it just seems she seemed kind of playful. And I'm not sure how I like the dialogue going on, but hey, we're getting into negatives now because that's basically all the positives. I'll give another positive. The alien people and the city street did seem a little bit more larger scale, even though it is like 1 or 2 streets. It's probably like an L-shaped set. They're filming on this side, filming on this side. It looked okay. Again, I like the amount of aliens that we have going on here, but man, let's talk about the bad. Let's talk about the story. I think it's pretty obviously unraveling to be these 4 Jedi have a dark past. Something happened, and I was trying to stay away from spoilers as much as possible, but it seems like these spoilers were real. It seemed like these Jedi either failed or did something that they regret badly. Enough so that Mr. Floaty Dude, who not only like 12 hours ago blocked every single punch and kick from May, I know her name because it's short, and then let her escape through the skylight and then did not tell anybody. Not even through the Force, I guess. Through his meditation, he can't tell anybody through that. Not so sure about that. But then he lets her come back in through the skylight again. It's like, oh, there was a hooded figure. We found this person, but she escaped. Where could she have escaped from? I don't know, the frickin' skylight? Maybe we should guard the skylight. No, let's just leave it open, but then call people in. And she comes back, and floating dude's makeup, I'm sorry, that was not it. You should have hired someone with age, with maturity, with gravitas. I don't know if you're hiring cosplayers. No offense, cosplayers. Actually, cosplayers, your costumes may look better than the show's costumes. My opinion. You guys do amazing work. I'm not sure I'm seeing it here because this dude's beard and hair looked faker than Green Chick. I'm just going to say that. Did not look good. His face did not match the facial hair, did not match any of it. But she basically talks this dude out of meditation, and he kills himself because of what he did. That's pretty extreme. So that we figured out that the Acolyte May had to kill him without a weapon. So she used poison. Now, I guess he said by laser or steel, whatever. So that was in the first episode. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, it seems that they all have something to regret, and it's kind of obvious from both of them, from everyone, that these Jedi are trying... Jedi Squid Game is trying to cover up something. It seems like he's trying to cover up something really bad. Like, did they all F off and go to the freaking brothel or something while they were supposed to do something? And it's crazy how May says that What's-Her-Face is dead, but What's-Her-Face thinks that May is dead. So what happened there? Did he separate them? Did he tell her to go F off and your sister's dead? Not so sure. We're going to figure that out, though. I'm sure that's going to be the 4th episode reveal or something. We have a couple weeks of doing these. I guess that's all of it, really. I think we're going in an obvious direction. I'm not sure really what... I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Because it's, again, if you were setting up a murder mystery, the mystery is solved. There are 2 people. There are twins. So it's not really a mystery anymore. So what's the next mystery? The next mystery is, why is May trying to kill these 4 Jedi? That's the mystery. So that's where we're going. That's where we're leading to. I guess the other mystery is, who is the master of May? But... And he hides this as a... He or she hides their identity from even May. So, yeah, man, the dialogue... I don't like the dialogue. The pacing just seems way too fast. And there are some points where the dialogue just seems cringe. It just seems cringe. It doesn't feel like... I don't know. It just doesn't feel like there's much weight to what they're saying, especially the Jedi. It all seems kind of like a cop show, like a modern day Zillennial cop show. I don't know. That's another thing I noticed, is that there's no, again, I'm not feeling any gravitas. I'm not feeling any maturity from any of these people. I'm not feeling any wisdom, really. They try to portray the Jedi Squid Game master as being wise, but I think it's kind of... What was the thing that he was teaching his Padawan? Like, it was such a simple thing in the first episode. So it's like not even wisdom. It's just nothing really inquisitive, nothing really special. So if you've gone this far, you've already watched it as well. Let me know your thoughts on Star Wars Acolyte down in the comments below. And next time I will be doing this from home, so that would be nice. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on the show. Hey, if you liked the review, feel free to subscribe. Also, feel free to smash the like button. Really, again, helps the channel go out to everybody. We like thinking about stories and characters here, so this apparently has a couple of them. Oh yeah, one more thing. I forgot that the first episode totally had a fugitive reference with Tommy Lee Jones and Harrison Ford. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. In the tunnel, like he's gonna jump. I totally got that reference. I'm like, oh my god, this is just The Fugitive. That was a funny callback. So, and until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later.